magkakaroon ng masamang epekto yung Dengvaxia.
But I am very, very, very sorry.
Time to know the news of the week. I'm Ria Fernandez. This is the MB Rundown. The Philippine National Police urges the public to remain vigilant. This after the Basilan bombing on Tuesday. NCRPO Chief Guillermo Eliazar advises to report immediately suspicious activities even if there is no imminent threat. Metro Manila is now under heightened alert following the Lamitan blast that killed at least 11 individuals. The police, in coordination with other government agencies, is continuously monitoring the situation. For one, the Department of Transportation has implemented stricter security protocols in all airports, seaports, railways, and road terminals. A member of the Bangsamoro Transition Commission believes that the Moro National Liberation Front, led by Nur Miswari, must be given participation in the transitional Bangsamoro government. BTC Commissioner and Lanao Sultan Firdausi Abbas thinks that the MNLF faction of Nur Miswari must be given participation in the provisional Bangsamoro government. President Duterte is expected to appoint members of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, which will be the interim government until 2022, to be led by the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. Abbas, Foreign Affairs Vice Chairperson of Yusuf Jikiri's MNLF, proposes an inclusive BTA and not dominated by one single group to ensure democracy. This includes giving MNLF 20% of the seats, where 10% will go to them and another 10% to Miswaris.
On our part, we still consider them as part of the MNLF.
Miswari, who is still under temporary liberty, refused to join in hammering out then-proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law. This even if they were offered more membership in the Bangsamoro Transition Commission. Earlier, President Duterte expressed willingness to listen to Miswari's sentiments to the point of offering a separate autonomy. But for Abbas, this is not feasible and not advisable.
It would be an encroachment of the territory which has already been outlined for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Government. And if it is to accommodate Nurulaji Miswari, then it would mean getting Sulu, Basilan, Tawi-Tawi.
Nevertheless, Abbas, who is handling BTC's Committee on Administration of Justice, agrees that the law can still be amended.
To amend the law on other matters, not the territory, not creating another autonomous government, since it has not yet been published in the official gazette, I think the President can still talk to the Senate President, talk to the Speaker of the House.
Malacanang will hold a ceremony in celebration of the passage of the Bangsamoro Organic Law on August 6. A Filipino diplomat will lead the independent probe on the alleged human rights abuses against Rohingya Muslims in the Rakhine State. Myanmar President Win Myint appointed Rosario Manalo and 3 other diplomats. This after calls for an intervention and accountability amplify following the terrorist attacks by Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army. The panel will include Kenzo Oshima, Japan's former ambassador to the United Nations, Mea T-eun, former head of the Constitutional Tribunal, and On Chun-tet, former senior official of UNICEF. Manalo is regarded as one of the country's most accomplished diplomats. She is also the incumbent Philippine expert in the United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women until 2020. Workers of a condiments firm in Marilao, Bulacan were violently dispersed during a mass on Monday. Here's Hannah Tabios.
This is a situation in Marilao, Bulacan on Monday where 50 guards and police came across the group of nagkakaisang manggagawa ng NutriAsia Incorporated calling for their regularization. Reports said that the workers are on strike for 12 days. 19 individuals were arrested, including 8 NutriAsia workers, 6 supporters, and 5 journalists. Lauded 56-year-old Leticia ended up in the hospital after she was hit by a rock from the side of the police, according to Kadamay Pandi. Various groups and netizens have condemned the act after photos and videos circulated online. The mother of the arrested journalist from an alternative press also appealed for the release of her son. Meanwhile, the company said in a press statement that around 200 striking workers of Tall Packer B. Merck attacked the security forces first. Later on, they appealed to everyone to remain calm while labor discussions are still ongoing between the stakeholders and Dole. This is Hannah Tabios for the MB Rundown.
How far will your honesty go? An honesty pay system of a bus company is now on its regular operations. The Honesty Bus has been plying the Taytay Rizal to Quiapo, Manila route conductor-free since Sunday. A fare box just below the matrix is placed near the doors where passengers can drop their payments. The fare ranges from 12 pesos to 53 pesos depending on their drop-off location. However, Honesty Bus is just a temporary project as part of the company's cost-cutting measure. Meanwhile, these are the other top news of the week.
LTFRB has begun recalibrating taxi meters in accordance with the new fare rates approved last year. 13 pesos and 50 centavos will be charged for every kilometer, and 2 pesos per running time will be added on top of the 40 pesos flag down rate. No extension for today's filing of UP College admission test forms of public schools in NCR, as well as on August 10 for private and public schools in other regions. This, despite the chaos met by applicants from private schools in Metro Manila last Monday, stemming from this year's full implementation of the free tuition law. 167,000 students are expected to take the UPCAT on September 15 and 16 nationwide. Authorities warn motorists who will be caught doing the In My Feelings or Kiki Dance challenge. In its advisory, DOTR says violators may face raps in violation of the Anti-Distracted Driving Act. This means paying a fine worth 5,000 to 15,000 pesos and revocation of driver's license.
Let's take a quick recap of the MB Rundown for today, August 3. PNP urges the public to remain vigilant following the Basilan bombing. A member of the Bangsamoro Transition Commission pushes for Ms. Wari's MNLF in the provisional Bangsamoro government. Filipino diplomat will chair the independent probe on Rohingya Muslims. NutriAsia workers engage in a violent dispersal. And Honesty Bus starts its regular operations. And that's the MB Rundown. I'm Ria Fernandez.